for coming back to the Fuse UK. It's much appreciated as always. Tonight's next guest we've got on the show, they'll be fighting at BKFC 51 in Virginia. It's Dustin, the Disciple Pague, versus Joe, the Hitman Elmore. Let's go, boys. What's happening, lads? You good?
Oh, what's up?
What's going on?
He's all right.
Man, bless, dude.
I'm doing fantastic. Hey, Joe, do you got a wide-angle lens on there to fit that giant head in the screen?
Oh, yeah, dude. I see you got that skinny little jaw sideways up and down like it's going to be. But you should turn it so you're on your back, though. Like, get comfortable facing like this.
Wait there.
Yeah, now we can get both our fat heads in here.
Right there. Let's see button puts. Is that better?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but before this fight was announced, did you guys know each other?
We had met one in person. I knew of him. I don't know how much he knew of me before the fight, but we had ironically had a great time hanging out.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Joe, let me just confess something. I could not stand you when I saw you, but I try to do one now. They're like, "Oh, he's such a cocky son of a b." I'm like, "No, dude, he's awesome."
No, I tell people the story. You know, it's funny as fuck. I was like, bro, I was in the back. I was pissed off at some people, and I would have been mad at me. Like, look at this arrogant fucking prick in this back running his mouth with all these other fighters back here, right? But I'm just passionate as fuck. And later that night, he's like, dude, him and his manager's like, you got on a fucking nerves, but you're welcome at the barn. We actually hung out and had a great time in South Carolina. And coincidentally, not knowing was going to have to beat each other's ass, but it's all good. It's what we do for a living. Nothing holding.
So when the fight was offered to you, Dustin, what were your thoughts when you first got offered to fight Joe? Was it just yes straight away, or we was having a bit of friendship between each other? Were you hesitating towards it?
No, I've fought friends before. It's not, people look at it like you got to hate your opponent, you know, that you have to have some kind of anger. I've had over 40 fights in my career. I've never been angry for any of them. It's a sport to me. It's something I love doing. If my brother wanted to fist fight me, I would do it. You know, it's just something. It doesn't matter who's in front of me. It can be my best friend. It can be my worst. You know, I treat them the same way. I treat them as if they're the best fighter in the world. And that's how I'm looking at Joe. I know he's a very tough individual. He's been in the game a long time as well. And, you know, bottom line, it's a fighter's chance. You know, it takes one good punch to put somebody down.
Yeah.
So that's how I treat every fight. You know, there's always a chance of just taking one on the button that puts you to sleep. But, you know, you train for the victory. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I was very excited for the Joe fight because he's a big name, you know, and people love him and he puts on shows, and that's what I want to be a part of.
Yeah,
I was excited because our fight styles. Honestly, like I'm a fan of his fight style because he has a good pure boxing style, good striking, but he engages. It's not the same fight Connor's going to be, you know. So like I'm excited because we're going to fight. And I mean, I do it for fun, dude. I love this. It's giving me a life. Like I said at that interview in London, it gives me life. It gives me light. I love the people. I'm still just a goofy fucktard that gets on people's nerves in the back of the thing. Like I was wishing, you know, I remember being a kid. I'm the same kid I was, except for now I'm the guy in the back that I want to meet me and all the other fighters. And I still love them, whether it's their first time, their last time. I'm fans of all of them, even the Hills, dude. Like I said, talk about Jerry Lawler, dude. WWE, got to have good guys, bad guys. That's why I think our style is going to be fucking fun, you know? Like we got Abercrombie and Fitch versus like Hillbilly Thug Boy over here. I don't know what the fuck people see me as, but we have a good matchup. It's two fan bases that are going to love each other, that'll talk trash online. And I mean, I'm fucking excited. I need to be excited. I've trained my ball sack off to this man because I don't want him to get lucky. Or talented enough to beat me. I want to train my fucking nuts off and smash him in front of my wife like he does. And he's got wife and kids too. I know he's going, man, I don't want to go home and fucking my kids go, Daddy, we love you anyway. You know, like, fuck, dude, I don't want my son to say that. It's me or him, you know, and I don't want it for him, but I want it for him more than I do me. So we got to fuck each other up, you know, whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
After.
Yeah, hell yeah. I don't even drink, but the night after my fight, I take off for 6, 7 months at a time. I don't drink anything during my fight camp. But after we beat each other up, I might pour one on the shot and drink it through my eyeball.
There seems to be more respect in the bare knuckle, doesn't there, compared to like MMA and boxing between the fighters? I think because of how brutal the sport is, there seems to be a lot more like it's more of like a gentleman's sport in it.
Real men doing this shit. It's for real men and real women. I mean, it is. Yeah, it's old school. Like that's what I loved about London. That was my number one experience. I went there and y'all still. I mean, y'all might bottle each other. That was some weird shit. Everybody hits each other with bottles because they ain't got guns and knives. But yeah, they fight. They still fucking fist fight in the middle of the street. Y'all record shit. Get stand up, gentlemen. And it's what it is. It's fisticuff. You settle your disputes. You settle. Hell, we used to settle land disputes here in Tennessee back in fucking 1800s with a good fight, you know? So, yeah, it's a gentleman's sport. It's a real fight, not a whole lot of hugging and a lot of real men doing it. So, some assholes too. There's some of these motherfuckers that are pieces of shit. I can't stand them. But they're like dreams. They're in and out. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And Dustin, would you say this is your biggest test yet in the BKFC?
Yeah, I would say so. I think my last opponent, Wade, I think he's going to do well in the sport. I thought he was a pretty tough opponent. But yeah, I mean, he's dangerous. He hits hard and he likes to get hit. Look at that giant head. But
Like a goddamn turtle with a dog collar on.
he has put him on his back. He knows it, don't you, Joey?
Well, we're not going to talk about what we were doing the night we met, but we're not talking about the fighter, or no?
So, what would you say, Dustin, was your biggest test, Joe?
Dude, I've had so many talented tests. I don't know. I know that he's man enough, and he's as big of a test as I've faced. I mean, God, Will Chope. I don't think he was as prepared, and the sports was evolved. He underestimated. I think that Dustin's advantage, and the reason why is he's talented. He's fought before, and he knows I'm fucking dangerous, so he's not gonna underestimate me. He's training hard for me. People have seen my style. They know they've got to see. My style is fucking come and get that ass. But you can prepare for it. You see how I move when I duck my head. But I've made evolutions too, and the respect I have for Dustin is, and I went a little bit too much striker for Connor, but I'm a motherfucking dog. So I'm gonna go out there and keep my evolution and just be a dog and make this a good fight. And thanks to getting this fight with Dustin, I had another opponent originally was going to be a brawler, and I'm not gonna lie, no disrespect to him, but it didn't excite me as much because I felt like I was way better brawler, way better chin. That was an easy fight. I have to be careful with Dustin. It's a science. It's going to be artistic and it's going to be very violent. And either one of us has the ability to finish each other. Look at me. He's a finisher. His only loss is because he finished someone too well, like.
And would you say hits harder out of both of you?
I think I'm the hardest hitting 165 on the planet. My 6-inch punch is like dynamite. We'll see though.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Time will tell.
That's what it's for. I'm an easy bleeder. We'll see how that goes though. But I still, in about 100 fights, I've made bets with people online. I still ain't ever touched my twinkle toes on that canvas. So if Dustin puts me out, he's definitely the most talented motherfucker on the planet because I ain't ever touched the mat, much less stayed down.
What would you say Dustin's strongest points are in the bare knuckle game?
His IQ. He's fucking smart. He's a smart fighter. He's a very intelligent human being. The way he carries himself, he's with his mannerisms. I'm hyper as fuck. I took a lot to control myself in a fight, but that's just one aspect of life. So I know he's super intelligent, well thought out. And that's dangerous. When you have a game plan and you're willing to stick to it and you have that grit and that experience, it's, I'm going to bring out the dog though. That's why, again, I'm excited.
What would you say Joe's are, Dustin?
Just like he said, I think it's the dog inside of him. I tell my kids, you don't have to be the best fighter. Technique is one thing, cardio is one thing. But if you got that dog inside of you, if you got that hunger to win, if you got that toughness, you take a licking and keep on ticking. That's what makes great fighters. I mean, I've beat guys that I should have lost to, you know,
Yeah.
just from toughing it out. And I think being tough in this sport is going to bypass technique and cardio any day. If you got it in your head, there's nothing this man can do to me to put me away. And I think that's what makes a dangerous fighter. And I think Joe has that. But what makes it an exciting fight is I have it too.
Yeah, it does. It does 100%. And obviously, the question following that is, what's Dustin's weakest point?
Just be honest, Joey. Come on.
What's my weight?
No, I'm asking you. What's Joe's? What's Dustin's weakest points?
Weight?
What? Sorry.
His weight?
All right, cutting the weight.
Oh, me? What do I weigh?
No. What's my weakest points?
Oh, your weakest point. Oh man, I don't know, dude. I've seen him hit the canvas. So the fact that I know he can go down, but I hate that because listen, here's the thing. I've the worst thing I ever did was when I fought Jordan Rinaldi. He was in the UFC. I got knocked out of the year. The first time I ever hadn't let my cocky balls get in the way of my talent, my aggression, and having fun. But I underestimated him because he got dropped like 6 times in like 8 punches, dude. This dude before me, and after that, I don't think he got dropped for like 8 fights. But I think that I don't know, man. I can't give him a weakness. I can't do that because in my head, I've already said since the beginning of my career, he's going to be the most talented, most dangerous man because he's the one in front of my dreams. And my weakness would be giving him a weakness. I want to just break him the fuck apart and not imagine him taking everything from me. He's the most, in my heart, he's going to have to be the most talented. He wants to fuck my wife. He wants my money. He wants my career. I know he's married, but he wants all that fucking shit. And I have to put that in my head. He's not weak. He's strong. He's smart. And people told me I wasn't supposed to beat smart, better people than me. I'm going to fuck him up because he's trying to take that from me. So that's it. That's his weakness is that I want it fucking, I'm more savage and more vicious. It's me. I'm his fucking weakness. I'm his kryptonite. He could be Superman.
What would you say Joe's weak points are, Dustin?
Damn, why don't you ask me first? He stole mine. I don't know if we're getting technical. Joe throws a lot of power with his punches, and with that, I think he telegraphs a bit. I mean, if you're throwing a hard punch, it's cocked back, it's loaded. You see him coming a little bit more than some pitter-pat, quicker punches. So if anything, I would say that.
Yeah. And do you guys believe this fight goes all the way?
Fuck no.
Not a chance.
It's gonna be do or die, dog. I'm gonna try to kill myself in that bitch to get to him. So like, I mean, if he hits hard and he hits in the right spot and he pitter-pats good enough, I'm going down like a motherfucker because I sure as fuck ain't gonna spend 10 minutes trying like I did down there, letting any judge ever make a decision about me no more. Fuck them. No disrespect to the judges, but fuck y'all. This ain't the one.
Yeah, I mean, if it goes the distance, it's gonna be one hell of a fight. We might both be dead.
Yeah. Hey Dave, if it goes the distance, bitch, you owe us money. I'm telling you now, dog. Well, I'm gonna stay there with him. We're gonna get drunk on a bunch of whiskey and wait for the bonus check. Shit. Not between us no more after that.
So how would you say camp's been for this fight so far? I know obviously you're just getting into it, but how would you say camp's going so far, Dustin?
I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't catch what you said there.
Are you in camp now?
Oh, how's camp going?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been really great. So I didn't get word of fighting Joe till, I don't know, 3 weeks out, Joe, or 4 weeks, or it was
for definite only 2 weeks now, really.
Yeah,
with 100%, but
yeah,
about 4 weeks now.
It's BKFC 51, isn't it?
Yes, 52, 51. I don't know.
Which one is it, Joe?
What?
Is it BKFC 51?
52?
Yeah, 52. I think.
52, yeah.
Yeah,
BKFC 52.
Hunt and
51's the week before, yeah. Hunt, Mosey. Yep.
But yeah, it was really good for me because I kind of figured I was fighting September 29th. They threw that date out there before I knew about Joe or had any opponent. So that's how I am. If I stay pretty consistent. Like I said before, it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. So I always stay in shape. And then once I get a date, then I gear up towards that. But I was kind of, I had my eye on September 29th before Joe or before they threw any names at me. So great camp. Yeah.
Do you find it different, Dustin, training for like the bare knuckle than you did with the MMA? Because with the fighters in like Joe, he's very like unique, and you can't really train for somebody like Joe, if you get me. Like, he's got his own style. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much prepare for the same opponent every time. Everybody has their little techniques or things you can pick up on, but it's pretty much the same thing. Just sparring with a bunch of different guys with different looks, so you can be prepared for everything. Because, and Joe would know too, like you prepare for a guy, you have it set in your head of certain things they're going to do or their game plan, and it's totally different than what happens, so you just got to be prepared for whatever's thrown at you. As long as I'm in shape, I'm healthy, and I'm hungry, it's the same outcome.
Yeah. What about you, Joe? How's camp been going so far for you?
Oh man, I'm feeling weak. I'm probably not going to be much of a good fight for him. He probably should just not even worry about training anymore because I'm defeated and feeling lonely. So no, oh man, it's fucking great, dog. I got some good sponsors. Barber's Orthopedic. That's why I'm wearing this. I've been doing hyperbaric chamber treatments. Never in my life have I done it, but they have one at their facility, so they let us go 3 days a week. I mean, I should probably be going more. I just don't have enough time because I am training so much. Putting a lot of rounds in. I've got some comfortable people. My coach is going to fly in on Wednesday. I was going to go down to stay with 8 Samples down in Athens. He has some guys from the UFC, a couple guys that flew in to stay with him for his fight in South Carolina, and he's got some property up there. They're going to live with them for the next month. So I'm going to go up there and stay for 2 or 3 days this week to finish up my camp. Chris Barnett, Black Beast from UFC come in. I got a bunch of guys that are some good strikers and stuff to give me different looks to come in and shark tank me and make sure that my cardio's through the fucking roof. I've trimmed down. I mean, honestly, I'll go ahead and tell you I'm 178, 179 pounds walking around. No sugar in my diet, really good. Got macro meals sponsored. I was getting ready for Brad Kelly. They canceled the fight on me. I was fat and out of shape, going to have to rush like I had before. So I was over prepared. Like he said, me and him had talked, and because Brad Kelly took another fight, he was looking for a fight. They had offered this day. Me and him had already said, hey, man, if there's nothing else, let's fight each other. It worked out. Bam. So here we fucking are. We were already preparing ourselves ahead of time before they could prepare us. That's what fighters do, right? That's why we're so well prepared in shape. So yeah, I was prepared. You have this little thing comes up, that little thing comes up, but dude, it's been great. I've been excited and still got 2 weeks left. Weight's good, camp's good, training partners are good. I can't complain. God's good. Just everything, man. My family's in line. My finances are in order. Just everything's great right now, bro. Can't complain.
Good, man. It's good to hear. Good to hear. And Dustin, what can the UK fans, the bare knuckle fans, combat sports world fans expect to see from you against Joe Elmore?
Oh my gosh. If they miss this one, it's going to be bad because this is going to be the fight of the year. I guarantee it. Win or lose, we're both going to be bloody as hell. We're going to be banged up and somebody's falling. It's not going the distance. Somebody's falling. Somebody's getting hurt. It's going to be something you don't want to miss. Fight of the year for sure. I'm guaranteeing it.
Nice. So, what about you, Joe? What can we expect to see from you, brother?
Fucking blood, dog. I'm ready to eat, dude. It's been a year. I'm goddamn look. You took that's fucking glass, dude. Imagine your goddamn hands. I don't care what he's doing. I'm just excited, dude, to show off to the people, to drink with my buddy here. No jokes aside, just to let us fucking both show off, show everybody what we've been doing. I'm an entertainer and I'm a fucking fighter. I love this shit with all my heart. I just can't wait to entertain everybody. I'm not a fucking magician, but I do some magic shit in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And we get a lot of respect, and I get to show love and have a great time. And people get to scream and drink and do whatever they do and live life. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah, baby.
It definitely is, and I can't wait for this fight. I'm wishing you all the best in camp and in the fight. Hoping you both go home safe to your families on the night and entertain the fans. But before we wrap it up, lads, any last words for each other?
Hey, chew lots of bubble gum.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, chew lot. Get your jaws ready, baby. Yeah.
Hey, Joey.
I'm gonna glue my neck to the center of the ring. We just gonna fucking stand there like Max Holloway. Just let's go.
Oh, no.
Hey, no, man. Thanks to all my sponsors. Thanks to John. Thanks to my opponent. Thanks to you. Thanks to all you motherfuckers out there. Love me or hate me. Fuck you. I love you. Yeah, man. Just watch this shit, bro. Because I've been putting my balls on the line, and I'm bleed every fucking fight. Go find a boring fight, and I'll pay you for fucking what I made for that fight. Go ahead.
Do you want to give your sponsors a shout out in that?
Man, I would like to have a list of them right now. RKL Paving, Massage by Leanne, Aspire Rejuvenation, Cleveland Custom Welding, all my training buddies, John Cayley, Scott Howard, Sam Yousefi, Emery Rank, Jordan Stepanchik, Ryan Ivancic, my beautiful wife, Jackie. Anyone else I'm forgetting, I apologize. Sigma Performance. Oh, you put me on the spot. I should have been prepared, but yeah, thank you everyone for your support. Thank you, Joe, for taking this fight, and thanks, Lou, for having me on here, man.
No problem.
Up here, baby. Veterans Farms. I love you. They support our veterans. Amazing, innovative products. He's been a good friend of mine, training partner of mine. His business helps me sponsor, get my coach here, any other needs I need. Jason Creasy Law Firm, make sure I didn't get screwed over, and wrote an amazing contract that gets me fights like this with co-main events. Macro Mills for making me not a fat ass, making this weight cut, which is the hardest part of the fight, easy. And God, definitely my wife for just putting up with my ass, making sure I'm here and on it and ready to roll, baby. And again, God, because man, I've been through so much. He got me to where I am, and I'm gonna start letting people know that's why I'm here, because not enough of that's out there. And I love everybody. I don't hate nobody. Just love everybody, y'all.
Good stuff, man. I really appreciate you giving me your time, and that means a lot. And hopefully we can catch up after the fight and maybe just do a post-fight little interview with you both.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That'd be cool.
Anytime, brother.
Enjoy the rest of your day, yeah?
Yep. Train hard, bitch. Here I come.
All right.
Later, buddy.
Next week, Joey.
See you, brother. Stay blessed.